Hey everybody, this is Robert Robbins with the Corolla Light Resort. I want to thank you for viewing Golf Talk with Robert Robbins, Volume 11 this week. Before we get too far into this video, I do want to introduce our guest for the discussion. The gentleman you have in front of you is Mr. Bob Collins, longtime friend of mine, and in just a moment I'm going to be bringing out Mr. Tom Kite, PGA Tour player, currently playing the Champions Tour. He has 38 professional victories, one of which came in 1992 where he won the U.S. Open. Okay, first thing we want to address in Mr. Collins' golf swing is going to be posture. You can see how his head is well underneath the alignment of the spine. And Mr. Collins and I have talked on numerous occasions about how poor posture can affect your shoulder turn. I'm now going to bring out Mr. Tom Kite. We're going to put Mr. Kite up on the right, and I'm going to draw a line to represent his posture in the address position. Now you can see how his head is much closer to the alignment of his spine. We're going to take a look at him from a side view. And at this time I'm going to draw a line to represent his spine angle at address. And we're going to take a peek into how stability in the lower body can affect spine angle. I'm now going to draw a yellow line outside of Mr. Kite's right foot, 90 degrees up, and we're going to do the same with Mr. Collins. You can see how with Tom Kite there's much more space in between the hip and the yellow line. I'm going to go ahead and put the golf swings into motion. You can see at the top of Tom Kite's backswing he has maintained the space that he had at address. You can see how Mr. Collins has gotten outside of the yellow line. This indeed tells us that his weight has gotten on the outside part of his right foot. At that point we have an issue with balance as well as leverage in the golf swing. One other very interesting thing that has happened to Mr. Collins' swing, because his weight or his lower body has gone out from underneath him, his spine appears to now be leaning towards the target. If you notice with Kite, he has pretty much maintained his spine angle and rotated around it, where again Mr. Collins is now leaning towards the target. Go ahead and move him back towards the golf ball. You can see how with Tom Kite both his left and right arm is fully extended. Even long after the golf ball is gone. You can see with Mr. Collins both his left and right arm are breaking down, and this is very common with someone who typically slices the golf ball. For a right-handed golfer, the golf ball, when we see a golfer in this position, The golfer's right-handed. Typically we see a golf shot that starts to the left and curves to the right, and vice versa for a lefty. So that brings this week's discussion to an end. Before I leave, I do want to thank you once again for viewing this week's episode of Golf Talk with Robert Robbins. For you guys who don't know a whole lot about me, there's information beneath the video on how to get in touch with me or get to my website and find out more of my views on the golf swing. Again, this video is a wrap, and thank you for viewing.